All right, we're going to go through Flubaroo and Google Forms. And so what Flubaroo will do is it will automatically grade things for you, and you can actually send emails to your students as well after they've completed the quiz or survey or whatever you want. And so what we have, we're just in my Google Drive, and I'm going to go to the responses spreadsheet. And so here you see from the previous video the responses to the questions. And so what we're going to do to install, we have to install Flubaroo first. So we're going to go to Tools here, and then we're going to go to Script Gallery. And under Script Gallery, we're going to have a search bar, and we'll type in the word Flubaroo, F-L-U-B-A-R-O-O, F-L-U-B-A-R-O-O, and hit search. And what you'll get is this, and so we're looking for this Flubaroo right here. It's free, easy, you can read the description, and then we hit install. And it'll take a second to install here. Okay, and it'll say you've installed a new version of Flubaroo, see what's new, whatever. Okay, click OK. And now what you'll see is another tab up above here to the right of the help button. They'll say Flubaroo. And so before we get into the next step, what we'll need to do is actually create a key for our quiz. And so because we need a key, because we need to have something that the Flubaroo can use as what are the correct answers. And so I'm just going to usually just go to form, go to live form, and so I can open up a new form. And so I'm just going to call this one key, and I'm just going to put in my email address and then hit continue. Now I'm going to just fill out the form as if I'm answering all the questions correctly. Okay. And now these weren't questions, but this is an opinion, not necessarily needed. So we'll hit submit because this is the key. And now on our spreadsheet, you can see here's the key, just so I know that that's there. And I took it once already, so I know that this is, for instance, we can say it's one of your students. And so I can go to Flubaroo and grade assignment. And what it'll do, it'll run the script behind it, and you'll see a little pop-up here in just a second. And so as this is running, what it's going to give us, a series of questions as we go through here, maybe. And what you get, it'll say this app needs authorization to run. Just click OK. It'll ask you if you have multiple. I'm signed into multiple accounts, so I'm going to choose this account. Click accept. And so now that we've authorized it, let's hit grade assignment once again. And now it'll walk you through these steps here. It'll say Flubaroo grading step 1, please select a grading option for each of the questions. And so what this does is it'll say what's your grading option. So the question 1 is first name, question 2 is last name, and then email address. Those are identifiers, and so you can identify student, identify student, identify student. Now the next ones are 1 + 1 = 2 + that, and so those are equal to however many points you want. Okay, now the last one, which is an opinion question, I'm just going to skip that grading so it doesn't grade it. And so it's actually just grading these 4 questions here. Now I hit continue, and what it'll ask me is basically what do you want to use as the answer key? Well, it's the one I answered, key. And I hit continue. And now it's grading my assignment. And so I can click on view grades, and I can see total points. So I got 1, this person, which was me, got 1 out of 4. You also have a summary up here too, so you can see how many people submitted, number of low scoring questions, and you can read that. And now I can go through that. This person submitted it once. I have not emailed the grade to them yet, but they got this one wrong, and the ones in orange they got wrong. The other ones were correct. And so got 1 out of 4 is what it was, 25%. Now, you'll see all of your students here that it will grade, and so as you've given it to them. And so what you can do now is you can go back to Flubaroo. You can do a couple things. You go to View Report. It'll give you this report, a little histogram of the grades, and you can email it and things like that. So there's a variety of things that you can do. But what we're going to do here is we're going to email these grades to the student. Okay. And so what it'll ask me to do is what question was the email question. It kind of automatically, if it recognizes the word email, it'll pick it up. If not, you have to find the email address question. And then it's up to you whether or not you want to include the answer key, include the list of questions and scores, and give a message. And this message goes to everyone. Next quiz will be tomorrow or something. Whatever you want to tell them, and just hit continue. And then this grade will be emailed to the student. And so here you can see that as a teacher I'm going to get one, and then I'll get one here eventually as a student too, but so I can see as a teacher I got it as well, but I'll also get one as a student. It'll tell me the questions and things like that as a student, and tell me if they're right or wrong. And so that's kind of a neat thing you can do with Flubaroo. It self-grades it. You can see that it emailed the grade, put an X there. So here's your grade. And so this is what the student would see. Would see this. And so kind of a neat thing. Your grade 1 out of 4 points. Here's a message from your instructor. Pretty simple, easy thing to do. And it's just, for the most part, going to Tools, Script Gallery, finding Flubaroo, and running it. It's really break it down as simple as that. And so Flubaroo is a good tool to use with Google Forms, and so if you have any questions, either just rewatch the video or shoot me an email.